Hello, fellow gardeners. I think the other night I filmed probably like 3 or 4 videos in a row. It was the potting video, the clean with me, and then this video. So it wasn't really like 3 videos in a row. It was just like one continuous video that probably took like an hour of filming. But this is the last video that I'm posting from that massive filming, and this is me up potting tomatoes. So I am up potting and separating tomatoes. The tomatoes that I have, like I'm putting in right now, they are, I don't know what variety they are. They germinated in the compost, and I plucked them out and I decided to see if they would do okay. And lo and behold, they did. So they are some weeks old. I don't know how old they are. I know nothing about these tomatoes. These tomatoes are literal strangers to me. So yeah, they're still alive. They're doing well, so they need new pots. These did not get root bound, and I am so glad for that. They can go in their own individual pots. I don't have to deal with a lot of a root ball or a massive tangled mess. And that is just so important because the end of this video was so terrible. So terrible. I'm being dramatic, but it really was not pleasant. You don't know this, but it is hours later. I had to go outside because one of my neighbors was walking their dog, and that dog ran off. Okay, so no. So my neighbor has 2 dogs. One is a baby poodle, and by baby poodle, I mean this dog's like 6 months old and massive. And he has an older black lab. The older black lab is so well behaved. Oh, by the way, what I'm doing here, remember how we bought those seed starts from the store, or those starts from the store? We had 2 in a container. I'm separating them out. The strength it took for me to not rip this apart, like the mental fortitude, like I am very impressed with me. Anyway, so I heard him outside and I heard him go no, and then I saw something run across my front porch, and then I was like, no, you know what, let me stay in the house because I don't want to be nosy and I don't want to be that neighbor that like hears drama going on outside and just walks outside. So then I stay inside, and then I hear, oh my God, no, again. And I was like, nah, I'm going to go outside and see what's happening. So I walk outside and I look at the end of my walkway. My front door has a walkway that leads to like the sidewalk, which has like a wall in front of it. So the sidewalk is not next to the road. Anyway, at the end of the sidewalk, there is a black lab just sitting there looking completely forlorn. I know this black lab. The black lab's name is Bear. And I was like, okay, what's happening? Because I didn't see Bear's dad anywhere around. So I walk outside and Bear starts to run off, and I was like, okay, no, I don't know where your humans are. Come back. So I sit down and I get Bear to come back to me, and I give her belly rubs and belly scratches. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I lived in this house for 4 years. Bear and her dad have probably been my neighbor for all 4 years. I had no idea that Bear was a girl. No idea. Oh, I'm like sitting here talking. Okay, so this is where I'm like getting really into these. This is where I was like 3 seconds away from like yanking them apart, by the way. Like I was so close from just pulling them and yanking them. Anyway, so I sat down and I had Bear sit down next to me. And Bear and I sat there and I petted her, and she was just shaking and like, you know, anxious, and we were just waiting for her dad to come back. And You know, I think I sat outside with her for a good like 20 minutes, just like giving her pets and, telling her dad will be back in a second. Y'all, this poodle, I don't know her name, but she's bad. Oh, yeah, look, got him apart. Woo! So I'm just gonna up pot him real quick. Really, just pretty dog, but homegirl's badly behaved. So eventually, I stand up, and Bear starts to lead me back to her house. I was like, okay, let's see if your auxiliary human is home, so we can let you in the house. So I walked back down the road with Bear, and this one actually has a really huge root system, by the way, so it's gonna need to be potted relatively sooner than the other. Anyway, so I walk down the block with Bear, and I knock on her door, and her owner like opens the door and looks at me like, what? And like for a while I'm thinking, do I have like a strange dog at your door right now? And I look down and I point to his dog, and he goes, oh, okay, thank you so much for like getting her. And she just walks to the house, and the poodle starts to run back out. But like I'm such like I'm a hoverer, and I'm such a like it's a village type thing, so the poodle starts to run back out, and I catch her, give her pets, and then just push her right back in her house and walk back to my house. So that's what I did this afternoon. Anyway, I did put all the plants outside. They're now inside the house for a little bit longer because it's going to be cold. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really do appreciate everyone who is here. I know I only get about 200 views per video, but y'all are very greatly appreciated. Have a great rest of your night.